Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Hello everyone, welcome back to 5-Minute Mechs. Today our subject is the Hermes. In 2632, Iran would begin production of the HER-1S Hermes for the Starlight Defense Force as a heavy scout. The 1S Hermes was designed specifically to the specification of the SLDF and, according to official sources, served for 19 years before being regulated to second-line service. This supposed failure of a Scout is a 30-ton mech capable of speeds up to 151 km per hour, mounting a somewhat limited armament of 2 medium lasers and a single flamer, without the advanced electronics of machines like the Mercury. As mentioned, officially the machine was considered underwhelming, and while the records give it a short lifespan, there is evidence to the contrary. In 2740, the Royal Divisions of the Starlight Defense Force would receive the 1SB variant, 108 years after the Hermes' introduction and 89 years after its supposed failure. The Royal Hermes replaced its standard engine with an extra light model while retaining the endosteel structure and increasing its ferrofibrous armor from 5 tons to 6. The Hermes also saw its speed augmented with the addition of Myanmar acceleration signal circuitry, pushing its top speed up to a blistering 195 km per hour in short bursts. To put that in perspective, the average highway speed in most places is about 110 km per hour, so this thing would definitely be getting some tickets. Not only did the Royal units want speed, but they wanted an effective recon mech that could bite, and so they mounted an advanced Beagle active probe, as well as replacing the 2 medium lasers with 4 medium lasers and a head-mounted small laser while retaining the flamer. I guess that just means they added 2 medium lasers. Anyway, this pushes the Hermes into a similar role as the Mercury with the addition of the Beagle active probe, giving the propensity of light lance commanders, to claim Mercuries, though. The Royal Divisions may have seen this upgraded Hermes as a way to get deep recon units, more Beagle-equipped units, to the standard mech warriors in the Royal Divisions. The succession wars would force the Hermes to adapt. While some of the mechs that stayed in the inner sphere would see the removal of some armor in an attempt to maintain the speed and weapons profile of the 1S, ultimately they would be supplanted by the Hermes II on the radiation-filled battlefields of the Great Houses. After the discovery of the Helm memory core, Iran would revisit the Hermes with the 3 series. The first of these, the 3S, carries a pair of medium lasers with 1 in each arm and a Beagle active probe. The 3S has a normal cruising speed of 151 km per hour and can reach speeds of up to 194 km per hour because it has the mask system. The other 2 Hermes variants in the 3 series are the 3S1 and 3S2. The 3S1 is a simple swap of the Beagle probe for a Guardian ECM suite, turning the Hermes from a recon platform to an electronic warfare interdiction platform. And the 3S2 removes 1 of the medium lasers for target acquisition gear, allowing the Hermes to spot for Arrow 4 artillery and semi-guided long-range missiles. The last 2 I want to mention are the 4K and 4S. These 2 variants were introduced in 3057 and 58 respectively, and are still in service to this day. The 4K takes the recon role of the Hermes to its logical conclusion using the technology of its day. In many ways, it shares a lot of its DNA with the 3 series with the same top speed and carries 4 tons of armor. The 4K is an offensive powerhouse for its size with 6 extended range medium lasers and an extended range small laser. While capable of putting out significant damage, it can easily push the envelope for its heat dissipation capabilities, though. It does carry an ECM suite as well, But where it really shines as a recon platform is with its C3 slave unit, which allows it to share targeting data with other units in the network. This makes the 4K especially well suited to a recon role, especially since it's capable of using its ECM suite in a electronic countermeasures role to protect its connection to its C3 network. The 4S turns the Hermes from an effective scout into a light mech hunter. With 5.5 tons of armor protection and 3 medium pulse lasers, the 4S can use its speed to run down and destroy other light mechs. The 4S also retains the Guardian ECM suite of the 4K. This makes the 4S an extremely effective machine for electronic warfare and scout hunting. The Hermes is an impressive mech. Unlike some of its Starly compatriots, it still serves on the battlefields of the Inner Sphere. From the 1S to the Royal variant, and even the 4S, which itself could be argued to be the next evolution of the Royal variant, the Hermes has been a recon platform, an electronic warfare platform, and even a light mech hunter. Hell, even the Hermes 2 couldn't fully replace it, as once the technology was available, it was pushed right back into service. The Hermes is a perfect example of a high-end light mech, and looking at all the examples throughout every era, it does puzzle me how it never reached the popularity of more common platforms such as the Wasp or Stinger, though it definitely has its fans, and will continue to prowl the battlefields into the future. Thank you to my patrons. At Captain, we have Sarah. Lieutenants, we have Boy in a Box and Nasty Taurus. Sergeants, BZ Archer, Steven, Faz, Housemaster Poding, and Country Fried Minis. And our cadets, Scott, Jamie, NB Kaiju, Domini, and Brother Carr. I also want to thank my channel members, Miss J. Speechly, Anonymous Only Agent, and Greg Swars. And finally, Unicorn Company's sponsor, Fortress Miniatures and Games. Check them out. They're a huge supporter of the community and the best place to get all your Battletech needs taken care of. If you want to support Unicorn Company, you can become a channel member here on YouTube or a patron at patreon.com/Unicorn Company. Links to my sponsors, also Country Fried Minis and Scott's Game Room, will be in the description. Thank you all, and stay safe out there, Mech Warriors. This is Carrie, signing off.